yes, sir. People, bring it in, bring it in. We've got another juicy banger. People, bring it in, sit down, grab your seats, grab your snacks, get you a little drink, man. It's about to go down. Listen, can I borrow about 15 minutes of your time to update you on your riches?
Yes.
All right, good deal, good deal. Naysayer, I'm to Allah. You know what time it is. Oh. I told you. You didn't even have to get in this position. Now you just over getting abused. People, listen. You're going to love this one. Stay for every second of it. You already know. You're here with your favorite host, the chocolated Confucius. Wow. I'm back up. Mr. 99,000 thoughts and counting. Yes. That is correct. The undisputed champion of due diligence. Somewhat like a wizard at this point. I should carry a wand. That's right. They call me the original V12er. Most notably, the racks in the middle. You can't catch me without the racks in the middle. And to my naysayers, you can call me Uncle. That's right. It's Money Montgomery. Everybody, dial in, lock in, listen. It's all going to play again. I brought y'all maybe two, three videos ago. I said, guys, I just realized this is the reset. On the other side of this government shutdown, when this ends, you're going to have a fully new antiquated system and agenda. Well, we've got more compelling information just pouring teeter into that lineup as well, guys. Let's get straight down to information. Bitcoin sitting at 108,000 again, sitting trending in the same areas, being 108 to 111. XRP trending the same range, 240 to around about 259, 260 range again. All just a stall. We all know what's about to occur again. You got to look at the company. You can't look at the price. And then if you don't want to look at either one of those, just look at the richest people and the leaders of these massive hedge funds like BlackRock and Grayscale and Jamie Dimon telling you what's about to occur. All right, let's get straight down to the information, shall we? So right off the tizit, and I told y'all how this is all we're going to pack up. It's all going to pack up. We're just going to come out on the other side just somehow all great and dandy. Watch how it all plays. So again, just in, Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by 25 basis points. That was announced yesterday. So now we are already starting to kick into the quantitative easing. Again, there was more talks about how the economy is recovering. The economy is not as bad as what they expected. So again, we know how that's going to kind of come and line up. They're saying there's not that much stress on bank credit and things, which was a concern. So, you know, top side, great again. They expect some more tax, base point cuts to come in the latter half of the year towards December. But nonetheless, we know we've got that teetering, right? At this moment right now as well, Ripple has officially joined the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force. Ripple joins Fed Faster Payment Steering. XRP posed for $4 breakout. Ripple joins the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force, while XRP eyes a potential $4 breakout, echoing its 2024 trajectory again. All during their government shutdown. It's funny how everything's rocking and rolling. How was all this? So XRP is in the Federal Reserve now. It's tied with the Federal Reserve now. They joined their Faster Payments Task Force. Oh, God. Just in. While I told you, all under like a thief in the night. Like a thief in the night. We're under a government shutdown. What's occurred just in? Canary Capital files updated S1 XRP spot ETF. What does that mean, B? Let's get down straight to it. Eleanor, let's get to it. Scoop. Canary Funds has filed updated S1 for its XRP spot ETF, removing the Lang Amendment that stops registration from going auto-effective and gives SEC control over timing, which is, again, what the biggest stipulation. SC wants its hands on it. This sets Canary XRP ETF to launch on November 13th, assuming NASDAQ greenlights 8A filing. Note the government reopening could affect the timing, potentially moving it up if the filing is complete. The SC is satisfied or back if the staff propose additional comments. However, it's worth noting the SEC chair himself seems to be on board with the companies taking advantage of the auto-effective method while not commenting directly on ETF launches. That's Paul Atkins, of course. As everybody knows, your SEC is no longer filled with that dirty Riesel GG. You got pro-crypto people at the top of it. Said yesterday he was pleased to see companies like MapLight using 20-day statutory waiting periods to go public during the shutdown, praising the same legal mechanism Bitwise and Canary used to launch their sole HBAR and LTC ETFs this week. So again, how funny is that the government shutdown, but there's a loophole set up by the government for these people to be able to still work and for institutions and business to conduct during the government shutdown. That these people are enacting and these things where people are like, oh, I don't know if it's coming. I told y'all people on the other side of this government shutdown, it's like the flip of the switch. So now we've got 2 more ETFs rolling through, right? Kenny Nugent breaks down so everybody can kind of fully understand what we've got about to hit as far as money volume, right? Coin shares, Bitwise, 21 shares in Grayscale spot ETFs, XRP ETFs with SCS taking effective day for auto approval. S1A filing. Canary effective date is November 13th. Wisdom Tree is November 4th. So now look at that. They're all following the same suits to get all 17 of these just rolling in right at the kickoff of November. I just wonder if a little bit before that, if somehow we come out of the government shutdown, and they have somehow made an agreement to get over having to spend 1.2 trillion on a cleanup act. Same time going down, October 27th, 9.9 K XRP future contracts were traded. Again, 9.9 future XRP contracts are traded October 27th, a new record. Who is this through? CME Trading Group. So again, remember, that went live, and now they're having record contracts sold, and that was 2 days ago during your government shutdown. Who's doing all that trading? It's not us. It's not retail doing all that. Who's doing all that trading? Guys, if just because we haven't dropped one in, you got to smell it. V12 it. Somebody's got to smell it. But if that's not bold enough for you, tell me, have you ever heard our coin screamed out loud like this? Kaboom, live on Newsmax. They're literally discussing how XRP could wipe out the U.S. national debt. Y'all, tap in here. Fair use. Turn the speakers up. Turn the speakers up. This one was crazy just here blading out their mouth. Guys, everybody that was here, put a money. Hey, matter of fact, we'll do something different. Everybody was here. Put a cat emoji in the chat if you're watching at this point right here, and you were here maybe a year or so ago when I pointed out how they would never put XRP on the news. They would have coins that were negative while XRP was up 20%, 30%, and never put it on the news. Now look at where we are now, just so y'all can see. I want everybody to know where we're at in this timeline. I said when they put it in front of you, it's too late. Remember when I told y'all that? All right, let's tap into it. Fair use, fair use.
National debt. $348 would have purchased 1.7% of the total supply of Bitcoin at the time, and today it would wipe our balance sheet clean. Imagine they'd done that for Social Security too. Because crypto is worth what people think it's worth, simply because people are buying it, and like a Prada bag that
not entirely, but hey, you're trying.
Costs $50 to make and sells for $5,000, supply and demand. Could the government, theoretically, I don't know, take 1/5 of our annual tax revenue, which is about $1 trillion, and put it into an emerging cryptocurrency like, I don't know, XRP, currently trading around...
Huh? What?
I don't know, XRP, currently trading around $2.50. That would explode the value of that coin. Right now, the total market cap of XRP is $144 billion in total circulation. This would multiply its value by a factor of 8, essentially returning the government $8 trillion overnight. Want to get aggressive, they can dump it, crash the market, buy it right back, do it all over again. Pay off the national debt by Saturday. You see, the government can't control crypto like it controls banks and the bogus Federal Reserve printing money out of thin air. Ronald Reagan said, famously said, that the government operates very simply. If it moves, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. If you can't do either, ban it. He didn't know about blockchain. Reagan didn't know about the fourth option. Become what you seek to control. The government's only option to actually have any seat at the table in any type of...
And I'm telling y'all, with this Genius Act, Clarity Act, while they started up that government treasury of cryptos, guys, why do you think it's calling it the Genius Act? The orange man is going to pay off the national debt utilizing crypto. And that's why those that were up first on that ride, you're going to be on the top side of it. You're going to be on the top side of these master swings, the money coming in and all of it. You're down at $2. You've got to understand, guys, like a switch, you saw that spike down. That's the same spike up that I'm going to be telling y'all about when I'm like, guys, while we're asleep, it's just going to move like a switch. You're not going to be, oh, yep, my notifications off. Let me watch it go up from, all right, 310, 3, all right, 410. Guys, we might wake up, it's at $7. Government buying it.
Control over crypto is to participate in it. If you own it, that's great for you. It's going to be worth a ton. After all, we just print money, buy crypto with it. That's why crypto's here to stay. It's the answer to make sure that even if we do lose a tooth on the zipper again, it doesn't matter. But more importantly, the value of that seamless zipper could be the trick to wipe out the country's national debt. Print money, devalue the dollar, explode crypto investments, sell it, wipe out the national debt, replenish the national gold reserves, fund Social Security, rapid deflation, and reset the system to before the Federal Reserve ever left the gold standard.
Boom. You, again, got to understand our RUSD is backed in treasury bonds. Obviously, that usage of that money is going to raise the price of treasury bonds. Guess what we're doing here? We're effectively retying the value back, but on a digital dollar. And that's why I keep telling y'all, if you don't see it, I understand you might not have the capacity, but they're screaming it to you now. It's in your face. It's in your face. What's going further? We're talking about the money like a bank. Well, today marks the end of the OCC's 120-day review of Ripple application to establish Ripple National Trust Bank. If approved, Ripple becomes a federally regulated bank, a historic step for XRP. So again, today is the deadline of it. So now we're soon to figure out and get the answer to Ripple being a bank here. All at the same time during your government shutdown, right? Be ironic if this was the deadline today. So we're going to have that news here soon. Ironic if it would hit at the same time as what all these ETFs and everything else is lining up at the beginning of November. Okay, all right. So even going further down, the craziest thing is happening. Now, everybody remembers when Jamie Dimon came on and said crypto was some scams and crime and drug dealers using all this and that. Guys, look at what they're coming out screaming to you. If you don't get it, you never will. And they over there in Dubai with the richest folks in the world. Just then, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon admits he was wrong. Crypto is real. Oh, right after he loaded the boat. And that's why I told y'all guys, like a switch. When they tell you to join in, it's too late. They've got their position. I'm glad to see it now. They're ready. They're ready. They're ready, people. This show's about to start. Let's get this. Fair use.
Skeptical of crypto at one point. He was still skeptical.
I've gotten away with no damage so far. Crypto is real. If you mean blockchain, stable coins, you have a JP Morgan deposit coin, you can move stuff, smart contracts are real, all that stuff is real. It will be used by all of us to facilitate, better transactions and customer service.
If anybody was skeptical of crypto.
Hey, and that's the CEO of BlackRock thereby as well that was next to him. Guys, the two CEOs of the largest ETF funds in the world are sitting at the same table saying, oh, yeah, crypto's here. I know I told y'all just last year, stay away and you should definitely sell it all, but I was wrong. We've been buying the whole thing the whole time. I was wrong. It's here to stay now. Hey, this is why I tell y'all, don't look at the price. For God's sake, don't look at the price. You got to look at the company. Again, what does he follow that with? Just in, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says crypto and stable coins will be used by all major banks to facilitate better transactions. And XRP does the stable coins and the crypto for transactions. Yeah, okay. Hey, I can't make you get it. I can't, I don't need you to get it. Somebody's got to wash the wheels on the V12 now. Listen, even further, how crazy is this? Binance, One Stage, Michael Saylor, Brad Garlinghouse, Raoul Paul, and CZ on a talking stage at Binance Blockchain Week. Michael Saylor, Brad Garlinghouse, Raoul Paul, CEO of Real Vision, and CZ, the founder of Giggle Academy, and also I think that's I don't know if did they fire him or I know he got some trouble. He might still be, but like the CEO or owner of Binance. What, guys? It doesn't get more obvious than this. They told you, look at who the top people are and look at who the top people in the world are hanging around. Guys, XRP is that big baby because it's really the big dog, but it's just at the lowest price right now. But understand, included in every conversation and every orifice, especially these last 3 months, you've got to understand what's coming up. And this is what I was waiting for because I wanted to get the results of what was going to happen. I remember I told you, I was like, I just pop up information. Trump has had a meeting with President Xi over there from the Chinese president. Nobody said it. He was like, yeah, it was a good meeting we had. Well, here they go with the second meeting. So now, same time as I'm saying, I wonder when this government shutdown is going to happen. We have all this stuff lined up beginning of November. The other FUD was the whole tariff war with China, and it looks like that's easing down. Let's catch what Fox has to say about that, because again, now that's going away. Be funny if that whole thing dropped off, because apparently they signed a deal. Let's just see again. Let me just see if I'm catching this properly. So then the China FUD goes away. Come out. What are we waiting on? The Clarity Act. They're expecting that around the same time. Okay, hold on. Hey, you guys, put the money back in the chat if I'm just talking, or if this is all connecting up here. You see what I'm saying? This ain't me. This is just the facts I'm laying out. The facts are hitting at this time. And now we would make a guess. I guess the only thing isn't factual is when the government shutdown is going to end. But I'm having a guess that it's going to be around the same time too. But let's catch you out in there.
And the historic meeting yesterday between President Trump and President Xi. And Laura, I can tell you, I've been privileged to be at 3 leaders meetings with President Trump. Yesterday was the 4th, but there was G7 in Canada. There was the meeting at the UN where about 85% of the Muslim world was represented by their leaders. There was a meeting at ASEAN where all the Asian leaders wanted to speak to and be with President Trump. And then yesterday was a historic day. He sat down face to face with President Xi. We are the 2 largest economies in the world, and he negotiated a fantastic deal for the U.S. And anyone who says that it was anything different, has Trump derangement syndrome, because President Trump, the respect that President Xi had for President Trump was evident in the room. President Trump, the respect that President Xi deal for the U.S. We are the 2 largest economies in the world, and he negotiated a fantastic deal for the U.S. And anyone who says that it was anything different, has Trump derangement syndrome, because President Trump, the respect that President Xi had for President Trump was evident in the room. The 2 of them have a very solid relationship, and as President Trump said, it was a 12 out of 10.
So again, it's seeming like the China tariff FUD is about to come to a halt. All at the same time, guys. I told y'all got to start watching how they do the rigmarole. Family, let me get this locked up, edited up, and dropped off. Guys, listen. Hold steady. I'm in lock-in mode. We stacking the bag. We load them out. Hey, I got my bets. I'm on point. I'm about to lock in, and all that money's going to XRP as well. Listen, we're in that final window again. Great timing, but also make sure you got your bag loaded. Hey, get ready for what's coming. More videos to come. Hey, I'm going to have more free time, so we'll have more videos dropping more often. Hey, I know people want more videos. I wish I could drop them. Hey, but like I said, I got life in the middle of working a commercial sales job, not like a store, like actually selling like products to clients, got clientele, all this stuff. So I'm already working, doing this social life. When I can take away the thing that's absorbing like 10 hours of my day, hey, we got more. Like I said, this is just the beginning of what we got going on with the Money Mafia. Y'all take a shot for me. It's Thirsty Thursday. Y'all know what time it is. We rich. Somebody throw a B12 out there. Oh, yeah.